Well-maintained sidewalks here in Edgewood. Don't you just love it? Well-maintained sidewalks. Well-maintained sidewalks. Rather say, I should well-maintained absence of sidewalk.
Here's more on the situation.
Federal wildlife officials announced a $5,000 reward to catch the person responsible for fatally shooting an endangered California condor in San Benito County. Anyone with information regarding the shooting is asked to contact the Services Office of Law Enforcement in Sacramento at 916-569-8478. Or email Special Agent Victoria Van Duzer at victoria_Van_Duzer@fws.gov. That's VICTORIA_VANDUZER@fws.gov. The Migratory Bird Treaty Act carries maximum penalties for a criminal violation of the Endangered Species Act. It ranges from 6 months to 1 year in jail.
Was most stylish while catching the waves. Federal.
And what it would actually mean is that if you disagree with the other parent about sterilizing your child, you lose custody. It passed with 57 ayes and 16 noes. The bill now heads to Governor Gavin Newsom to either sign or veto. Reporting from California, Jason Blair, NTD News.
Take your kids away.
A large crowd gathered outside.
Who impregnated Whitehurst while she was his teacher. The victim alleged that Redlands Unified officials knew of his relationship with the teacher and failed to warn his family. Another former student, who was 14 at the time, filed the most recent lawsuit in 2021, alleging that he was victimized and sexually abused by Laura Whitehurst at Redlands High School during 2007 and 2008. Christine Stevens, a spokesperson for the Redlands Unified District, said Friday, the district is aware of the recent settlement, but refrained from providing any comments due to confidentiality agreements in place. In 2013, Whitehurst confessed to police that she had engaged in sexual activities with the youth on 10 to 15 occasions, both in her classroom and at her apartment. Whitehurst, a former English teacher and soccer coach, pleaded guilty to unlawful sex with 3 former students. She served 6 months in jail and registered as a sex offender. Christina Corona, NTD News, California.
News Edge reporter Joy Dukes explains how their plan came together.
DeKalb County school officials say they used several strategies to get the number of open teaching positions district-wide from around 650 to just under 200. And they say aggressive recruiting efforts and hiring incentives were among those strategies. In the midst of a teacher shortage that's being felt in classrooms across the country, DeKalb County Schools appears to be turning things around.
We are elated that we have hired almost 775 teachers for this instructional year.
The district, now under the leadership of a new school superintendent, Dr. Devon Horton, reported more than 600 vacancies at the start of the summer, but in a matter of months managed to fill most of the openings.
By July, we were down to roughly 525. By the first day of school, we were down to 259, and we stand today, as I stated, having 174 teacher vacancies.
Human Resources Administrator Dr. Takesha Ward-Smith says recruitment efforts, including a summer job fair and tapping into the district's substitute teacher pool, helped, in addition to offering better pay.
This year, with the approval of the Board of Education, we were able to provide a 6% increase along with a step increase for all newly hired teachers.
School officials approved $3,000 to $4,000 signing bonuses for new teachers and a $2,000 retention incentive for returning teachers.
We're not only focusing on teacher new hire and recruiting, we're also focusing on teacher retention.
Ward Smith says while they are proud of how quickly they've been able to address the shortage, the goal is to see every vacancy filled.
We're not where we want to be, always want to be 100% staffed, and we know that those challenges will come, but we have individuals who stand ready to assist.
The school district is looking to its pool of substitute teachers and what officials are calling highly trained master teachers for that additional assistance. In DeKalb County, Joy Dukes, Fox 5 News.
From May's debt ceiling agreement.
The Senate Republicans want to roll over and allow this administration to continue to do what they're doing, but those Senate Republicans should have to answer to their constituents.
Republicans with a slim House majority are trying to figure out a way to pass bills that fund the government at lower spending levels and include stricter border security measures, as Democrats stand by to pin any shutdown on the GOP.
Bumbling into a shutdown right now would not only be entirely unnecessary, it would cause immense harm to the American people.
Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene says she wants an impeachment inquiry into President Biden before she'll vote for a government funding bill. Other conservatives are demanding an inquiry now as well. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is trying to navigate all these priorities with his party in control of only one House of Congress, and concerns members will try to push him from his job if he fails to win concessions from Democrats in the Senate and White House. Congress often misses its annual September 30th government.
Their release, the U.S. has issued a blanket waiver for international banks to transfer $6 billion in frozen Iranian money from South Korea and Qatar. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken signed off on the sanction waivers last week, but the deal is now being criticized by GOP lawmakers on Capitol Hill, who say the exchange will only boost Iran's economy.
We're going to continue to disrupt terrorist activity wherever we may find it. And I will never hesitate to do what is necessary to defend the American
funding them?
Remember, this is a nation that has done recent maritime operations in the Persian Gulf with Russia, with China, and now Iran. Their attitude hasn't changed.
According to the terms of the deal, Iran is only permitted to use the unfrozen funds to purchase food, medicine, or other humanitarian items.
Right.
Meanwhile, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy now has 11 days to convince a small holdout of Republicans to fund the government.